Hello, everyone. I just want to quickly here say hi to everyone and welcome you to my group Mindset for Success. I'm the owner of this group and the founder of this group. I am so happy for you to be here and thank you so much for joining this group. And I just want to say hi and tell you who I am, and so that you know that, okay, I am a real person. I'm not just a person behind a computer. And if you want to say hi here, if you want to type something, I would love for you to do that so that I can interact with you. And if you can watch the replay, type in replay, and I want to say hi. Also, I want to also talk about what is this group for? Is this group the right group for you? And last, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my upcoming masterclass, which happens tomorrow. I'm so excited for those of you who have already registered it. It's gonna be so, so good. So my name is Sarah Briggs. I am an entrepreneur, a mom. If you're here like Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck in the background, that is my kids watching the TV right now. I have a girl and a boy, 6 years girl and a 3 years old boy, and we live in New Zealand. So I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner, but I used to work for corporate. For 16 years, I was in finance area. I was a certified accountant, CPA in Australia and US. You call it CPA. In UK, I think you call it ACA. In New Zealand, where I'm in, you call it CA. And so my background was like finance. I was certified business advisor as well through the Institute of Advisors in Australia. And I had master degree in accounting. So my background was very strong in finance. However, I always had this interest in self-development, self growth. So I read a lot of those books in the past, and in 2022, I really, really wanted to help people in a direct way, not working for corporate. It was still helpful, it was still contributing, but I felt like I wanted to make a bigger impact, especially for my girl and my boy. And I want to be a role model for them to make them understand they can really achieve anything they put their mind to. They don't have to do the things that their mom and dad ask them to do or the society expect them to do. So I want them to be bold and daring to go after their dreams. So I quit my very comfortable corporate job, where I had really good pay, really awesome pay. And I took a big risk. And I shared my wisdom and my experience as a binge eating coach for the world in with the world. And it was such a fulfilling thing to do as a coach that you see. I remember my first ever client. I was still working full time and then pursuing my coaching job part-time before I quit my job. And then I had my first client. And when I saw her, ended her lifelong old habit within weeks, the feeling of fulfillment just it just couldn't compare with doing a spreadsheet in a corporate. Like nobody come to you and say, oh, your spreadsheet changed my life. So it was completely different experience. And I just got so inspired by my clients. They were so resilient, they were so strong. And I was like, you know what? I really want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to be a coach. I want to be other people's guide. I want to, pave their way for their success. So that's why in July, I remember really clearly because I made the vision that I would quit my job on my birthday in 2022. And then I quit my job on my birthday. And then I was full-time coaching people to recover from or to have a better relationship with food and their bodies. And I hired a great coach at that time, like it took great risk, like really, 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 really big investment. And consider that I didn't have income at that time. It was like really scary. But his belief and his team's belief in me, it just made me feel so strong. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. You know what? I believed in your program so much. And I believe that I can do this with your help. So after I enrolled his program, I quit my job. And then I didn't have sales. I didn't have sales for the first month. I didn't have sales for the next month. I didn't have sales for the third month. I was like, what is going on? Like, why other people, when you see other coaches wins, right? There are like 100Ks in the first 3 months or 10Ks in the first 5 days or something like that. That was such a great promising. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why am I not having any sales? I'm working my ass off every day. I was working like 10 hours every day. And I really didn't understand it. And I remember that one night I just went out for a walk and it was like pitch dark out there. And I was crying. I was talking to the universe. I was like, what do you want to tell me? Tell me. I was like so frustrated about the situation. But there was just this voice inside of me, just like, keep going, keep going. There must be a way to do it. Like there must be, the universe is teaching you a lesson. Of course, it's teaching me a lesson. Oh, so many lessons, like being persistent, being consistent, and being strong, being resilient. There's so many things that I learned during that period. And then after 3 months, I landed my first client, like high ticket client, and then the second high ticket client within the same month. So it was still at that time was still better, and I landed 5K after 3 months, and then the next month another 5K, and then after that 2 months after that was like 7.5K in a week, and then after that was like my highest revenue was 15,000 USD dollars. So seems like everything is great, right? Everything works like upper, and my story was inspiring because even my coach at that time interviewed me in his challenge, and he truly changed my life. Like if it was not because of him and his team and his program, I wouldn't quit my job, because at that time I didn't have the belief in me, and he and his team, his program gave me the belief. However, like other people thought, oh my God, like you have so much success. But deep inside, I felt so insecure. I didn't know where my next client would come from. And I was like grinding and hustling, and I was burning out. Like after the 15K month, I just almost stopped. I just didn't feel, I didn't I couldn't bring myself up to do the work and that was necessary to achieve the goal again. And I didn't understand at that time. I was like, why you can't do this? Why can't you still believe it? You already have those success that other people wanted to have. Like, why is all of this? Why you still don't have the confidence? And I was in this period where then I hired another coach, which at that time was given me a very different tools, but it didn't really solve the fundamental problem that I had at that time. Not problem, really. It was really a lesson. Didn't unlock, let me rephrase it, didn't unlock the lesson for me at that time. I still was not sure about why I just couldn't bring myself up for doing the things, because I can do hard work. I can. I my coach, like they were in the US like all my coach, they're in US or in Canada. So I woke up like 2 a.m. sometimes to get up to have the, coaching session with them. So I can do hard work. Like I do whatever it takes to do it, but I just didn't feel inspired anymore. Probably that's the best word. Uninspired. I was very uninspired. Of course, I love the impact that I gave to my clients. Like when you see the life-changing results that you help them to have, it's really nothing can compare with that. When you receive the message from your clients that, oh my God, like you changed my life, and when they cry in front of you because of what you've done for them, that those moments are truly, truly the most precious moments of my entire coaching area. Um, and but I just couldn't figure out why I didn't want to do the things anymore until I got into my current mentor. I just signed up her program a couple of days ago. It's the best investment into my business, even bigger than before. And I actually went into her world. So her name is Kathleen Cameron. She used to be in the inner circle of Bob Proctor when Bob Proctor was still alive. And she, in her first 2 years of coaching business, brand new, she was never a coach before, she achieved $20 million. And also, it doesn't like, because she wanted to do it in an easy and flow way, in the feminine way, which is what is really, really resonates with me, the feminine way, not the hustling, not the grinding, not keep telling people or like, I don't know, like feel like very pushy, those kind of methods that I was taught. And I got really curious, and I attended her master classes like many times, and I listened to her podcast. I listened to her lives, and I read her book. She just published her second book, and I read the books that she recommended and Bob Proctor recommended. And I was so wowed of what the material that they're teaching, not because I don't know about them. It's because they reminded me of how I did it with those information almost 15, 14 years ago, unconsciously. I didn't know I was doing it. So I was doing it unconsciously. So just a little bit story, like 15 years ago, I had binge eating disorder, emotional eating. That's why my first coaching program was helping people getting out of that. And I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep. Like the record of my sleeping was like 2 hours in 3 days. I was like walking zombie. I couldn't really function. And I was depressed. I just felt everything was hopeless. And also, I was sexually harassed and kidnapped by my ex-boyfriend at that time, which like really was a big impact on me. And so I was in a really, really dark place for a few years, a really dark place, a couple of years, 2 to 3 years. And I didn't know how to get out of that. At that time, I was living in Beijing, in China. I was like 20, 25 years old. And I was not, taught like self-development. It was not a thing at that time. Um, and I didn't believe, I'm still not religious, and I didn't believe God. I didn't believe universe, those kind of things. I was like, oh yes, right. Didn't believe it. But I even can't remember how this book called Conversation with God by Neil Donald Walsh landed on my lap. And it was a Chinese version because my English was not good at that time. I couldn't talk like this at that time. I couldn't really read English book like that. So I, for some reason, picked up this Chinese version of Conversation with God, who I never believed was true. And I started reading it. And man, I had one aha moment after another aha moment, and then it entirely changed my life and changed my view of the world and myself, most importantly, and the people around me. And from then on, I have like read so many other books as well, like which all contributed in some way of my transformation at that time. And so I was guided by all of those teachers who was given to me without me knowing it. And I was not only reading it, I was doing the thing. I was doing the thing that the book asked me to do, or I was like questioning every single belief of myself at that time. I was like, this is not true, that was not true. Majority of it was focusing on my ability, on my confidence, on my body image at that time. So it was like different focus. And within 6 months, my eating disorders were gone. My depression was gone. My insomnia was gone. And the trauma after the sexual harassment would last a little bit longer, lasted probably about, I would say, 2 to 3 years, but then completely gone as well. I didn't go to any therapy, didn't go to any doctor, nothing, no psychologist, nothing, nobody. And those material just helped me get through and thrive out of it. And I even manifested, at that time was like 300,000 yen. So that's, I'm just calculating in my head. So that's like 50,000 New Zealand dollars. In US, probably 35,000 USD dollars. I manifested for free. Two of my friends offered me free money to go overseas to study. Two of my friends, and I accepted one, 35,000 to come to New Zealand. So I was financially so much better, and mentally so much better, emotionally so much better, spiritually so much better too, because I truly felt I was supported by the universe. I was loved. I was meant to be here for purpose, a greater purpose. And my purpose at that time was to find the purpose, because I didn't know what my purpose was. Now I know, but at that time it was my purpose. So Kathleen's teaching reminded me, oh my God, I did that unconsciously. Imagine now if I can consciously do it, what can I achieve? I just cannot wait for my dreams will come true. And I know that I am having quantum leap every single day. I am having growth, massive growth every single day. And I was like, I want to teach this. I want to teach other entrepreneurs and business owners, or even other people who want to have more success, especially in the money area. I want to teach them what my mentor has been doing with ease and flow, what I was taught not to do in the past. And I want everybody to have that. That's my purpose. My purpose is for the unfoldment and advancement of all lives. And right now, in this phase of my life, this is the focus of my area. So hence why I'm here. And this is a brand new Facebook group. As you can see, yeah, that is starting. We're starting to get some tractions. Some people are joining here. And this group is really for you who have big dreams, who have big goals, who want to believe, or who believe already that you are here for greater reason, and you want to achieve the grandest of your greatest version of yourself and unlock your true self, unlock your full potential to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And also, if you're a mom like me, maybe you also want to be the example of your kids. That's another purpose of mine, is that I want my kids to learn from me with me walking the walk, with me doing the thing. And it's so, so cute to and moved as well to hear, especially from my daughter who is 6 years old. So a couple of days ago, when I was trying to decide whether I want to jump into Kathleen's program, because it was a lot of investment for me, and I was scared. I was, pondering it, and I asked her. I already knew what she would say, but I just wanted to hear it from her. And I asked her. I said, "Honey, there's one thing mommy really want to do, but it's really scary. What do you think I should do? Should I not do it? Should I just do it?" And then she said it without any hesitation, just do it. And I said, why? Why should I do it? But I'm scared. And she said, you don't know until you try it. It just like melt my heart, because that was what I have been teaching her. When every time she feels scared, I was teaching her the mindset stuff to help her to overcome the fear and to do it anyway. And now she's saying that to me. She's coaching me. And I was like, man, that's one of the reasons that I do it. And the same as my son, who's 3 years old. And he would say things to himself. I'm a big boy. I'm a brave boy. Like when he was in the playground, he was doing like a really scary thing at the top. I was like, just in case, I was just like standing beside him. If he fell, I could catch him. But I didn't show that. I didn't say that you can't do it, right? It's too scary. No, I said you can do it. And then he's like, I'm a big boy. I'm brave. I'm brave. I can do it. I said, yes, yes, baby, you can do it. And that it is so fulfilling, because I know that I'm not only making a difference for my clients, but also for my kids. And my clients will have an effect for their kids as well. So it is a ripple effect. And together we can make this world a much, much happier place for all kids, for all human beings. And I am very, very motivated and passionate about this mission that I'm having right now. And that's why we have this group. So if you feel like after this explanation, you feel like this is right, this feels right, this is my group, and then welcome to here, welcome to my energy. And I'd love to get to know you more, and I'd love to connect. I'm not here to like hard sell you or anything. I know that uh there's some like I was taught, I never was taught actually the hard selling way with all my mentors, because that was my criteria to find a mentor. But I was hard sold in the past, and there were some coaches out there. They're very, very pushy, and they try to sell me the things that I didn't need. So I completely understand if you also have those experience in the past. But yeah, I'm not here to try to sell you or anything. I'm here to pay forward. I'm going to give a lot of value. And if you feel like I can help you, and then, we can talk about how I can help you with whatever you want to achieve. So connect with me and let me get to know you. And I probably have some resources that I can share with you. A lot of books and a lot of exercise that I did really, really helped me in the past with my money mindset, with even selling, like how I used to think selling was really bad, but now I'm still, there's another always a higher level of doing things. So I am also elevating my consciousness about selling and how to serve people in a more how to say it, a way that really inspired me, and that it's in line with my values as well. And the next, I want to talk about my upcoming masterclass, which happens tomorrow. So if you're in the US and Canada, it is Eastern time, not Central, Eastern time at 4 p.m., I believe. And then if you are in Sydney, it is 8 a.m. in the morning. You know who I'm talking about? If you are in New Zealand, it is 10 a.m. in the morning. And this masterclass is called Vision. So this is designed to help you to be crystal clear about your goals, not just your ordinary goals, but your biggest, wildest goals. Maybe the goals that you right now you haven't thought about it yet, or you feel like, oh, that's not me. I'm going to guide you to set those goals with total confidence, with the total belief that you can achieve them. And then the step that you need to achieve them with ease and flows, not grinding and hustling. I'm done with that. I've been there, done that. I was burnt out. I don't want to do that again. And so after the master class, you will be really confident about what is going to, waiting for you and unfolding for you in 2024. And you will also have a beautiful, beautiful vision board that you will make with me in this master class. And that is all I want to say. And I want to see whether there's any of you who are here watching. Sometimes the Facebook has a little bit delay but I will still, hello, Susan. Oh, thanks for the heart. But I will still look for the comment from you and I will reply there. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I would love to hear about you. I would love to hear about your story and what make you here and what do you want to achieve this year and what really inspires you. Have a great rest of the day. I will see. Oh, if you haven't registered for my masterclass, I will drop the link here in this just underneath here so that you can register for it, and it's completely for free. I would love to see you there. I would love to connect more with you and have a great rest of the day.